Why, hello and happy Tolkien Reading Day, my friends. I'm your host and guide, Zollin Ironshield, and in today's video for our theme of travel and adventure, I'm going to take you through the Lord of the Rings Online MMO, and we're going to travel to a couple locations throughout Middle-earth. Alright, so this would be really exciting, really fun. I'm going to do it real quick where we're going to bounce through a couple locations, because if we actually just walk the whole way, it would take a long time. So I want to make it fun if you're new to the channel. So we're just going to see a couple really awesome locations. We're going to start in Mordor. We're going to start at Barad-Dur and Mount Doom, and then we'll travel and see a couple locations. We're going to zigzag through the map a little bit, and we'll end at Bag End for this video today. I hope you're having a great and wonderful day. Very excited about Tolkien Reading Day today, and it's awesome. Thank you to Council of the Ring for hosting on his channel with his playlist, and you should definitely check out everyone else. It's an awesome community and group of YouTubers here, of Tolkien YouTubers that put stuff together. My channel, I focus on usually doing voiceovers in the Lord of the Rings Online. We focus a lot of Tolkien or Lord of the Rings video games, but I also do a lot of lore videos too, and other informational things, guides and interviews and things like that. So pretty much anything encompassing Tolkien or Lord of the Rings related is stuff I do. But anyway, enough of an intro. I hope you have a fun time, and don't forget to check them all out. Don't forget to maybe like and subscribe if you enjoy it to all of our channels. So I'll see you, and let's continue on right now. Here we go! Alright, we are in the scary lands of Mordor. And again, I will be your host and guide throughout this entire time and endeavor. So here we go, my friends. So here we are in Mordor. I'm actually in the swamps of Argonath. These are basically, I'll show you real quick on the map where we are. So this is Mordor. We're right over here in this little spot here where we can see Mount Doom and Barad-Dur. Again, this is Middle-earth in Lord of the Rings Online. Here's what we're going to do. Again, I will have timestamps down there for you to jump to certain locations if you want to just kind of check it out real quick and just visiting the channel. That's fantastic. I love it. Thank you for being here. We'll have a fun and blast today. So we're going to come out. We'll go out of Mordor first. And what we're going to do is we'll kind of see the Black Gate. We'll come down. We'll see some beautiful spots of Ithilien. And then we'll probably go through Osgiliath, show that for a moment. Minas Thirith real quick. And then I think we'll swing down to Dol Amroth. All right. And then we'll probably swing up. And I think we'll hit a couple big, pretty spots. Like we might see Erebor real quick and maybe Edoras. Couple big spots. In the future, if you'd like a really big video of me literally walking through the whole thing, an hour-and-a-half video, I'd be happy to make that. Let me know. But right now, we're just gonna hit main spots so you can just enjoy this couple-minute video here. And then we're gonna go through. We'll probably go through maybe the mines of Moria a little bit, see Lothlorian, travel through Rivendale, that kind of thing, go through Bree, and then end at Bag End. That's the goal of this video today. So here we go, my friends. So let me show you this area real quick, and then we'll do little teleports. And if you've watched my channel, what I normally do for teleports is I say Baruch, and then you see a flash and Kazad, and we've teleported. All right, so that's my little fun little thing I do there. So let's look around here. So first we've got Doom up here. It is nighttime. You can kind of see there's a lot of fire. This is the aftermath of the battle. So spoilers, Sauron was defeated. If you don't know that from the books, I'm so sorry. I assumed you knew that here on Tolkien Reading Day. But there is Mount Doom right over there. I'm not going to take the time to walk all the way up into Mount Doom. I have a video where I've done that. I have whole tour episodes of this game too, and this is a very scary, this is the Vampire's Queen's castle, basically, behind Barad-Dur. There's a whole story on that too, but we won't go into that, but it's a Saragoth, all right? So again, I'm going to teleport up now to see a little closer of that one, and we'll go to the next spot. So ready? Baruch! Kazad. All right, we're going to see a little bit of travel here. Again, this is a travel and adventure video today for our themed Tolkien Reading Day. So I am going to travel a little bit so you can kind of see as we travel and walk around. So as you can see, here's some lava coming off Mount Doom over this bridge right here. All right, so again, Mount Doom is up there above these mountains. These are the very scary bridges. And here is a really good shot of Barad-Dur. And you can hear the epic, scary music. LOTRO's got some pretty epic music, guys. This game is pretty awesome. I just so happened to interview the composer of this music, so on the channel. So if you want to check that out I have that on our Inklings playlist. So there is Barad-Dur, and now I want to quickly show you right below it, right over here. So we're gonna run around the edge here. Again, it is night in the game, so there's some more lava. All right, we got a bunch of lava from Mount Doom coming out. Obviously, this isn't inside Mount Doom. There is a spot to go inside Mount Doom, mind you. But there's some epic lava right there. We're not going to get too close. We don't want our horse to get hurt. All right, moving up. And then you can see here's the entrance to Barad-Dur. It's pretty darn awesome. And again, the reason I did it backwards today is instead of going from like Bag End to Mordor is because I kind of wanted to end in the Shire. So again, you're welcome to hop around with the timestamps to see different places that we travel at. I'll try to get a bunch of them on there for you. All right, so here you go. We can kind of look over this edge here real carefully without falling into a death. In fact, I'm going to get off my horse so I don't fall into the lava. Here is the epic finishing. You can see there the tower was destroyed when the ring was destroyed in Mount Doom, and it was cast down Barad-Dur into the lava below. So that is pretty much Barad-Dur right there with the epic music in the background. All right, so now let's go see the Black Gate. So again, I will give you a teleport. Here we go. Baruch Kazad. All right, here we are. We are now at Undun, which is basically the entrance valley to Mordor. This is where you'd go if you were leveling up in the edge of character. But what we're going to do now is we're going to ride through the Black Gate and go out of Mordor, all right? One does not simply walk out of Mordor. I mean, wait, that's not the meme. All right, anyway, let's keep going. All right, so there it is. You can see an awesome fortress up there in the back. Again, my whole goal of this video today is a tour and a traveling adventure video. This is the ruins of the Black Gate. This is basically where we smashed through it, right, in the story. You can see how epic it is, how massive it is. Just for scale, here's me on my horse. All right, so that's how big I am, right, as a dwarf on my little horse here, or pony. Not sure which one. They call it a horse, but I think technically the dwarves ride ponies, so. Yeah. Epic music though, right? There it is, the walls of Mordor. Again, it's more of a little valley, and then the actual front gate is right out here. You can see some of our main characters right here for quest NPCs, or non-player characters. We've got Eladin and Elro here. We have Dori, the dwarf. We have Prince Imrahil. All right, again, you might see them occasionally. But here's the actual gate right here, and I'll give you a little spin around. We'll look at the other side of it here. You got some towers over there. All right, we gotta go out to see it because it's so big. Gotta get the perspective. No, there are no flying mounts in this game. Again, a lot of people are like, that would break the lore to have flying mounts, like eagles. I'm like, yeah, but it would be super cool. It's a fantastic game, though. You do like this game, you may want to like and subscribe because we do a lot of it here. As you can see, there it is. You can kind of see the broken down. We're now in the wastes, or the Slag Hills. This is where the big battle of the Black Gate happened originally. You can see the piles of death everywhere and debris. Not great, but there it is. That was the Black Gate at one point. There is an instance where you see it in its glory, right? Before, like during the fight. Some of the towers that are outside. Again, just standing out here gives me the creeps. All right, let's continue our adventure. All right, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna swing around and we're gonna go to North Ithilien, and we might do a little bit of walking through. I actually am gonna take us to basically where the Forbidden Pool is real quick because it's very pretty. So in fact, there's a little trick to that. I don't even need to do a teleport. I can show you guys, all right, if you play. We have these little teleport things. You can't always use these, but I'm gonna use these. I'm gonna travel to that, yes. For this special video, I'm gonna use some mithril coins. All right, they're a type of currency in the game for people who are new. So here we are. We are now in a much more beautiful place. That's not really how you should word that, but that's how I'm wording it today. So here we go. We have the rivers. Get a little bit of a shot for you here. So this is outside of Mordor. Over that mountain right there, right over there, is Mordor. Over there will be Minas Tirith, to the left slightly, down south a little bit. So let's go ahead and go around here real quick. I want to just show you the edge of this. Again, the best part about this game, you guys, and this world is the amount of adventuring you can do. I've been making tour episodes of this game for a while now, but I have not even scratched the surface of how much you can explore in this game. So again, it is nighttime. By a little farther into this video, it will become daytime. I planned it like that because you only have about an hour or so of good daylight. It kind of has these hour cycles. But you can see a beautiful view of Ithilien, and the Forbidden Pool is actually right down there. You can get inside. There's a secret spot to get inside, but we're not going to take that much time to do that. So again, in the future, if you want to, leave a comment, or like, I'd love to see it. Well, awesome. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll make a video about it and leave a comment. All right. So here we go. We're going to do another teleport. We're going to go to Osgiliath. Ready? Baruch Kazad. All right, we're back. And we are in Osgiliath. So here's a beautiful shot of the front of Osgiliath. Again, remember, Osgiliath was originally the capital of Gondor, right? Through our adventure, I'm going to give you a little history, a little geography here occasionally. It was originally the capital of Gondor before it was kind of destroyed from all the wars. And then Minas Tirith kind of became its home capital, right? A lot of people don't realize, because the movies don't really give you that feeling of Osgiliath feeling like it used to be the capital. Kind of just looks like a little river city, all right? Well, Lord of the Rings Online does a little bit more justice than Peter Jackson's adaptations did on Osgiliath in particular, even though I love Peter Jackson's movies. But Osgiliath is huge. It is massive. The Dome of Stars you hear about in the books. It's actually an instance in this game, which is pretty cool, which is a dungeon if you're from other MMOs. And basically, you can tell, if you look on this map here of the kingdom, basically, of Gondor, we have Minas Tirith, and then we have Osgiliath. If you notice, Osgiliath is almost larger in diameter than Minas Tirith, because it's huge, all right? So Minas Tirith is kind of a sister city, support city, defense kind of thing, and Osgiliath was the main hub and where the king lived, basically. And then, of course, we also had Minas Morgul, or AKA, I can't think of the name right now. It's there. It'll come later. But you know what I'm saying. It's the other one before it turned Minas Ithil. I think it was Minas Ithil, right? Or is that somewhere else? That might have been it. But let's just walk through the city just a little bit here. You can see this is kind of, they were prepping for war. This is, we're kind of going backwards in time in the video game of Lord of the Rings Online, because you kind of, as you level, you travel and progress through the story. So this is a lower level area than Mordor. So obviously you're helping here before the war happens at the Black Gate, all right? So this is like when they're prepping to attack with Aragorn, right? We see that in the movies, right? But as you can see, it is huge. It is a massive, amazing city, and it is super cool. And it's just, this game is amazing, you guys. And again, this game is one of my main mediums here on the channel. I use it for lots of things. I use it for lore videos. I use it for guides. I use it for geography things. I use it for gameplay, for doing the voiceovers through everything, all that kind of stuff. So if you enjoy it, I know I said it already, but don't forget to like and subscribe. Maybe leave a comment on there. Tell me what your favorite part was. I always love to hear what your favorite part was in a video. All right, what was your favorite location that we visited in this video? You're gonna have to wait till the end though to leave that comment, I think, right? Gotta see all the spots. So as you can see, we're almost to the other side of the city. Another cool little fact about Lord of the Rings Online is one of the biggest video games to walk around in and travel in. Again, that's why I'm doing a lot of teleports for you and skipping through things, because it is massive, and the only games that are larger than it are kind of the infinitely generating games like Minecraft and No Man's Sky, all right? This game is, for example, if we were going to compare it to another MMO, let's say like World of Warcraft, right? World of Warcraft is a fun game, great game, I'm not attacking it, fantastic, okay? But Lord of the Rings Online is like 5 to 6 times larger in map size, in actual area to walk. And you're like, wow, but you know, World of Warcraft has like continents, right? That just, the only reason is because the continents are like little areas that you can go to on World of Warcraft. Again, it's a big, huge game. That's a big game. And just, I'm telling you that because to show you the actual scale of how big LOTRO is, okay? It's massive, which is awesome. I love that. And there's lots of ways to travel around quickly. So right now it is nighttime, but there is Minas Tirith right here. It will be day pretty soon in the game here, and I will be able to show you how fantastic it is, all right? We'll teleport. So as you can see, here's our little arrow. We're actually looking at Minas Tirith right now. So we will see that momentarily here. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna ride up to it a little closer and give you a little teleport. Ready? Baruch! Kazad! All right, so now we're a little closer. You can kind of see it even here at night. You can see some big ancient siege machines. You can see the moon there, the mountain behind it. So obviously this is after the battle of the Pelennor Fields, so you can kind of see all of Mordor's monstrous contraptions here that have been destroyed. You'd also see how close Osgiliath actually is to Minas Tirith. In scale, I'm not quite sure remember how far. Here's a troll. Look, it's a dead troll. Very armored troll. We also have it looks like a dead mummikil over here. I'm sure that would have been hard to deal with after the battle. Like, what do you do with all these monstrous animal corpses? And there we go. There's a mummikil for you. Just to show you how big mummikils are. Here's me on my horse. Here's the mummikil's foot. All right, let's continue on. So there is the great city of Minas Tirith. One thing you might immediately realize about Minas Tirith here is the fact that the wall is black. All right? Well, in the books, the wall actually is black. The entire city and all its other walls are bright pearly white. But in the story, the wall is made of another type of material. In fact, it's the same type of material that Isengard is made of, and Orthanc, all right? Particularly Orthanc, the tower. So the wall is actually very representative of reality in the books, the actual factual lore, which is super cool. So here is the front. Again, here is Prince Imrahil again. I don't know how he beat us here, because again, it matters with the storytelling in this game. So here it is. This is after the battle, right? So there is a before the battle where it's a little bit less messed up. But as you can see, here is Gondor. And then you can see this is kind of the aftermath of Gondor. But this is kind of what the hobbits would have come back to. So we're going to do the aftermath of Gondor because the hobbits come back to this, right? So, and yes, you can go all the way to the top. And I believe I can take a horse to the top to make it a little quicker. Horse to the 6th circle. I think that's where I want to go. Let's see. I think it's that one. We'll just click and see what happens. Horses usually take you to locations automatically. They're like the teleport gates. All right, let's see. Did that take us to where we want to go? So we have some beautiful views now. So we're now up on the wall. Again, you can see a view here of the city. Now this is at night again, of course, and you can walk anywhere in the city. Like you could be on any of these lower levels and you could be walking around. Again, that is out there north. We are looking at over at Osgiliath. Those building tops you're seeing are the tops of Osgiliath in the distance. There is the Great Spire, so we are on the higher level here. Again, you can see it's just magnificent, isn't it? Epic music just plays. It's like, now you've seen Minas Tirith. Let's play the horns. All right, and there is a secret way to actually get up to the very, very tippy top. I actually think, is it right here? Or do I have to go around? You can kind of see these beautiful little streets of Minas Tirith though. And they've got these beautiful little ponds with their gorgeous water reflections. I love the effect of the water reflection. Look, you can even see my horse's head right there. If I get in the water, you can see our full reflection there. All right, here we go. We're having a nice little horse bath. All right, you can see we got a nice little reflection there. Again, I love the stuff in this game. How visually, I think it's got fantastic artwork and graphics for its time, and it's being updated right now tremendously. So it's a fantastic game. It's got a fantastic community of players too, and my goal here on this channel is to, since this is one of our big mediums here on the channel, I use this game a lot, is to kind of be a spokesperson for how good this game is. It has its faults too, but it's overall completely worth playing and it's super fun. So big thumbs up from me. All right, here's where you can go up to the top of Minas Tirith. I also occasionally make ambience videos, Lord of the Rings ambience videos, and I usually do them of this game. So you can check that out on that playlist, the Lord of the Rings LOTRO ambience playlist I have. All right, the Citadel, the 6th circle of Minas Tirith. Here we are. The Gate of the Tree. There is the White Tree of Gondor. The Citadel of Gondor. Some of the Tower Guard. They look pretty cool. Again, one thing I've tried to get good at in this game is controlling the screen for you guys to make it smooth so you can kind of look around without it freaking out. But here is the actual main tower. This is where in the movies, obviously, everyone was grouped up to kind of bow to Aragorn and Arwen and then to the hobbits, right? We see in the movies, this is the top. So if I look down, this is as high as I can go. But as you can see, there is out on the sides of the city. It's about all I can do with the angle. It's a little bit windy up here, so sorry about the wind sound there. It would be. And then here is the outermost location. And again, if you'd like to see this city in daytime, just go check out one of my other tour playlists or Ambiance videos. Or any of my videos that I do stuff in Minas Tirith. Because there actually is a fantastic view. You can see all the way to the mountains when it's not nighttime. But you can still see all the fields out there and some of the tents down there. You got the little chair. There's to the north. Here's another great shot of the city. Let's see if I can go up on here. This is dangerous. Danger, Will Robinson. Okay, this is not safe. Okay, you don't want to fall here, but there we go. There's an awesome shot of the city. Here, one second. Let me get away my face there for a second so you can see. There is a beautiful shot of Minas Tirith. You can see the black wall out there on the side, the right side. And then the different layers and levels and... Yep. And now, Denathor style! Woohoo! You can see the whole city. It's amazing! All right, well, yep. That was fun. All right, yes, in this game, you cannot die. You are incapacitated, because if you died, you'd be resurrected, and that would not really fit with the lore. So in this game, technically, you don't die, but it's pretty much dying, right? It's a video game. Still. All right, so anyway, we're back here down at the bottom. Thought that would be a good little visual there for you to see Minas Tirith. So now let's go and see Dol Amroth real quick, all right? So again, I would ride all the way for you, but I don't want this video to turn into 2 or 3 hours. We're going to keep it small for those people who are new and just want to see the game and see an awesome adventure for Tolkien Day, all right? Tolkien Reading Day today. Our adventure theme and traveling. So I'm going to travel us to Dol Amroth. I actually believe we'll just use a quick travel here. I'm just going to use one of my little quick travels again. I'm using so many mithril coins today. All right, to Dol Amroth. So we just traveled across a large area. All right, so we just traveled from Gondor all the way, if you can see my mouse there, to there, which this is all travelable land, all of it. I could have rode. I didn't have to use a fast travel. I could have literally walked on my horse or rode my horse all the way here, but that would have taken us 25 minutes, just that small distance. Mind you, just that small distance, meaning if you wanted to go from Gondor all the way to Bree, that would take a long time. 40 minutes, maybe real time, 45 minutes of riding? Seriously, it's a big game. All right, so welcome to Dol Amroth. All right, which is also very beautiful. It's at the beach here, it's gorgeous. And I'm just gonna give you a little taste of it. We're gonna continue on our adventure because I don't wanna push this too long for you guys. Anyway, gorgeous city, beautiful, fantastic. Again, this game fits to the lore so well. Got some awesome little geese here. Or swans, excuse me. Right? Yeah, wrong bird. Dol Amroth, Swan Knights. All right, so again, it's a beautiful location. It's fantastic, and I absolutely love it. I actually own my house. My house is right here at the Cape of Belfalas, just south. So I have a house here that I own, and also my kinship owns this island. And if you'd like to see that sometime, I have an entire tour episode of the Cape of Belfalas. You can check that out after this video if you're curious. Or after you check everyone's videos out in the playlist though first, guys. Go watch everybody's videos on our collaboration playlist here today. Go check them all out, give them all likes, give them all comments. awesome group of people. A lot of them are my friends now and my acquaintances, and we have a great team. It's really fun. It's super fun to work with all of them all the time. So next one, Baruch. Here we go. Oh, wrong one. Baruch Kazad. All right, we're here. We're traveling to Edoras. So we just went far north. We crossed the Blue Mountain. It is now becoming morning, by the way. It's right before dawn. So as you can see, it is the daylight is starting to get a little brighter outside. But here is Edoras. There is the home of the Horse Lords. We are here in Rohan. As you can see, the houses have a very different aesthetic than all the Gondorian cities. And the hobbits would have traveled back here on their way back. Again, the whole goal of this video today was to follow the hobbits' footsteps, right? That was the goal. We're following the hobbits where they kind of, when they returned, except we'll have a couple detours, meaning we're going to see a couple sites of maybe Dale and Erebor, because they're really cool, and I'd like you guys to see those. So I'm just gonna walk up here. In fact, I'm gonna get on my horse here so it's a little quicker. But as you can see, it is a gorgeous place, and I will try to smoothly move the camera for you to enjoy yourself. Because again, remember, I'm controlling the character and the camera at the same time, so trying to make it as nice as possible for you to get a good view. There we go. So again, as you can see, it is becoming daytime now. And unfortunately, that was the best I could do with the timing for showing you guys Gondor. I know I wasn't able to show you that at daytime, but you can check out one of my other videos if you'd like to see it at daytime. All right, here is a beautiful fountain of the Horse Lords. Pretty cool. And then I love just how they have, it's a little bit more fancy in the books than it was in the movies. They made them a little bit more minimalistic, as in like they had very little. They were just kind of shacks more, and the Golden Hall was beautiful too. The movie was great. I love the movie version, but this is more accurate to the books. What you're seeing here, where it's more of this large, beautiful. They have ornate horses everywhere and flags, and you can see some gold on things still. They're still a big country. They're not just a little tiny village kind of thing, right? And now this is gorgeous though, because you can see the beautiful distance fields. This is actually a homestead right here. You can buy a home here in Rohan. So if you play this game and you want to roleplay and be in a house in Rohan, this is where you'd come. They've been upgrading the distance you can see in this game too. So as you can see, where it's pretty distance, you can see the mountains and the trees, and the cloud effects in this game are amazing. The sky effects are just always been amazing. They've always blown my mind. You can see some birds right there flying. See those birds right there? It's pretty cool, right? All right, but here is Edoras. We'll go inside here for a minute, and then we'll move on to the next one. So again, gorgeous, beautiful building, much larger than we see in the, much more ornate and decorated, right, than in the movies. A little bit more like the book. So we're gonna open up the door here. We're gonna go inside. So here's the inside. Again, far more decorated, right? You can see the light effect. Again, the light effects in this game are fantastic too. They're so good. I just love them. And the smoke and stuff. You can see all the fires going. The ornate engravings all over the place. Really gorgeous, beautiful. They've been upgrading textures in this game, so it's been looking better and better. They've redone some stuff from back when I played it, you know, when it first came out. Much amazing. So anyway, here is the gorgeous throne of horsewood. Shh, no one tell anyone. I am the Dwarven King of Rohan. Again, as you can see, this throne is made for a human, not a dwarf. I'm a little small, but yeah, pretty cool, huh? All right. So anyway, again, there's some beautiful spots in Rohan, and again, if you want to ever join us on my adventures, of course, you can just like and subscribe. It's free, and have fun joining us on our adventures. The reason I'm just reminding you guys is because I know some people like it. And look at these cool dwarven. These are runes. These are obviously the more Viking runes, right? But technically they're the Dwarven language. But Rohan also uses them occasionally. So it's kind of cool. Tolkien put a lot of that stuff into his stories, and LOTRO really does. LOTRO, being the Lord of the Rings Online MMO here, really takes that and really uses it fully. It's really cool. Super, really, they really love the game. They love their players, and they love Tolkien. That's why this game is so good. All right, it has no. There are made up things of lore, but they try so hard when they make stuff up that it fits into the concept and doesn't take away from Tolkien or contradict. So usually it's things he didn't talk about that they add. Things that he talks about, they like to the T, like do. Like almost everything he said, they're like, okay, we have to make this exactly how he said, right? Like, it's really amazing. They do a great job. All right, next thing. Off to the next one. Baruk Kazad. Okay, we're still here. I have to show you real quick. Okay, so we're in Edoras, right? Again, great. I like the maps in this game. They're very cool. So I could show you guys the Argonath, but it's kind of hard to get to, so it would add a lot of time to our trip. So I did a recent video of the Argonath. Oh, wait. There's a horse here. Maybe I can show you the Argonath. Hold on. Parth Gallon. Hold on. Maybe I can show you it real quick. Make it fast here. Make it snappy, Zollin. All right, here we go. There it is. All right, let's do it. We're traveling there. Let's look. Here we go. Oh, we can. Well, we can see the back of the Argonath. All right, here we go. So I won't go up close to it because it'll take me a long time to get there. Mr. Uruk-hai, you're in our way. Yeah, get bad orc. Bad. Okay. There's a gorgeous shot of the lake here and the Argonath. And then, of course, this is the lake that they're in during the Fellowship of the Ring, where Frodo and Sam cross the lake. This is that lake that you see in the movie. And then the other ones are taken. And right over there behind this little thing is the giant waterfall, okay? And also, there is a gorgeous view up at the top. And now that it's fore dawn and it's about to be the morning, I could probably show you that view real quick here. Let me right up to it around the corner here. Give you a little bit of a... Oh, look at this! That looks like one of the elven boats. Hidden boat. Oh, it's actually a quest. I've never found this quest. What does it say? Here. You have found an elf boat made from Lothlorian hidden behind a large stone away from the shore. Several packs containing supplies and other small items rest in the bottom of the boat. It is clear from the distance to the shore that someone carried the boat here to hide it from watchful eyes. Several of the packs in the bottom of the boat seem to have been rifled recently. If you can find how whoever did it, he or she may be able to shed some light on how the boat came to be hidden there. Cool. I'm actually going to accept this quest. That's pretty cool. Oh, and I'm assuming that person right over here is the person that rifled through it. That one human. But we're going to go look at the view. But again, that's the cool thing about this game. I didn't even know that was there. I just learned that. That's something fun I learned. And I've been playing this game for 14 years. So you go up these hills here. You hear some of the epic Rohan music in the background there. Technically, this is the border, so this is technically Gondor, but it's so close to Rohan. I keep stepping on roots, of all things. All right, I'm going to teleport to the top here. Baruk Kazad. All right, so here is a pretty little waterfall, and this view right here is gorgeous, so I got to show you it. All right, here is the view of the lake and the Argonath there. You can see the reflection of the Argonath in the water. How's that for pretty? The sun is coming up now. It's a cloudy day, obviously, in the game. That changes randomly. Clouds, rain, storms, sunny, clear. That just randomizes, so sometimes it's a challenge to make a video for you guys on a certain day. If it's raining and cloudy, I'm like, well, this isn't a good day to make a video, so I have to wait like 6 hours now, really, for the cycles to move to the next one. All right, so the orcs kind of have control over this, but here is a beautiful shot up here. This is Amon Hen, which, of course, you guys remember in the movie is where Aragorn, Frodo offers the ring. He's like, I would never take the ring from you, kind of thing. So I'm not sure how accurate that was to the books, but here is the gorgeous view that I wanted to show you guys. There it is, now that it's morning. So this is looking off into the beautiful lands of, I don't remember. What are the beautiful lands? It's these. It's the mouths of the Entwash. basically into the Beacon Hills, which is actually Far Anorian, which is kind of the north side of Gondor. So we're looking down, because here's Amon Heth, right? So we're looking at these waterways right here, up there at the top of the map. Gorgeous, right? Look at the views down there, over there. There's the sun coming up, the glorious sun, with the epic music. It's like, the sunrise is here! You can see some ancient ruins on that side. You can see the great waterfall I was talking about right there. That's the one Boromir technically goes over with the boat, and he goes down this river, and he goes past Osgiliath, right? Right? You guys remember that, right? So if it goes down this river, it goes down the river, and it passes through Osgiliath, and that's why Faramir found it, right? Right here, this little river. All right, there's your geography lesson, and moving on to the next one. Beautiful music, but I'm going to teleport us to the next location. Is what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a large hop. We are gonna go from Rohan, and we are gonna travel all the way up to see Dale at Erebor, and then I'm gonna take us to Lothlorian and travel towards Bag End. That's the goal, all right? So here we go. We're gonna do a fast travel here with my little horse stable thing. All right, to Dale could be a good one. I'm gonna actually travel us to Erebor because I want to be able to see. So there is, I wanna see Lake Town too. So here we go. This is Erebor. As a dwarf, I must show you this because this is our pride and joy. So the sun is coming up. This is the rendition of Erebor according to Lord of the Rings Online. Here it is, the Lonely Mountain, Erebor. Enough with war, now it is time for crafting. Yes, according to that guy, he's ready for some quality craftsman time, hobby time. All right, ooh, hobby time, like hobby horses? No, I don't think that's what he meant, but I do have this silly little mount that lets me run really fast. All right, here it is. The Lonely Mountain, Erebor, home of the dwarves of Durin's Line. And then gorgeous views of the meadows. That is the Tower of Dale over there. That tower you see poking up right there. There's some beautiful shots right here. So here is a nice shot from out here. I'm not gonna go inside Erebor, even though it is fantastic in there for this episode. I'm gonna have to leave you wanting for that. So you'll have to check out my other videos or tours. But there it is. Because again, I'm trying to stick to a time with this video. All right, there it is, you guys. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful. And then here's a shot of Dale real quick. I'd like to ride through Dale. What I want to do is I want to get on this little hill right here and show you something in a minute. So I'm going to teleport over that hill. But here's a beautiful shot of the rivers, off the rocks. All right, there is Dale below. It's very woody, very like mountainous. I really love how it feels in the game. It's a little slightly different than how they did it in the Hobbit movies, right? But of course, the Hobbit movies was the desolation of Smaug. Smaug had wiped all these trees and plants out, so it was kind of all dead looking. So it probably would have looked more like this, right? Pre the desolation of Smoggy. Yeah. So really, here's the question of the day too. Did Tolkien name the dragon Smaug because he really didn't like smog that was happening in London? Because I'm pretty sure it was called that back then. So it's like it was so horrible and ruining everyone's health that he was like, yeah, I'm gonna call my dragon Smaug because it's evil. I don't know. Just a side note. I don't think that has anything to do with anything, but just a thought that came to my mind. Here's the beautiful bridge here. I'm just gonna walk us through here real nicely. I'm not sure what happened to my audio here. Oh, there we go. There we go. We got some pretty music. Now entering Dale. I'm gonna go back inside our character's head so you can kind of see as I walk around here. There's the Tower of Dale. There's another shot of Erebor, the Lonely Mountain, from this angle. It is interesting how when you travel in this game, it really changes the angle. So we actually did a competition on my channel for Christmas. Take certain shots of certain things. So if you ever want to join us for that, you can always join our Discord, all right? So I have a Discord link. I'll link it in this video. It'll be good for a week. But if it's old, just make sure you go to one of my newest live stream videos. I always link a link of Discord in there that's good for 1 week after that live stream. So just always go to the newest live stream. But you're welcome to join us, no matter who you are. As long as the only thing I ask is you are subscribed, because that's free. So I don't think that's too much to ask to be in our Discord. All right. Here are the beautiful streets of Dale. I'm just gonna let you enjoy. I'm not gonna talk for a minute. And again, on my channel, I have all sorts of kinds of videos. I have some that are I don't talk. I have some that I entertain and talk a lot. I have some that are voiceovered. So you can pick and choose what your favorite stuff is. Or watch them all if you're really enjoying it. So appreciate that too. Our main goal here on this channel is always to be very positive, very uplifting, very fun, very Tolkien focused. That's the point of my channel. That's my goal is. Build a really fun Lord of the Rings community. Again, there's Erebor in the background. We're going to get up on this hill. That will always be the goal of this channel. Again, I'm going so quickly because of this thing that's actually, it's kind of a joke, the hobby horse, but technically it gives me the same speed as a regular horse. But yeah, it is pretty much a joke. We're going to go up on this rock because there's a magnificent view that I want to show you. I'm going to surprise you here in a moment. I will show you that one, though. Look at that view. Oh, looks so cool. Get a better shot of that. Look at that view. Whoop, and we're sliding down the rock. That is not ideal. Oh, we broke our leg. Ooh, ouch. I may have troubles with falling off things in this game. That's kind of one of my downfalls. That was a really bad joke. All right, here we go. So again, Erebor. All right, over there, if you see that small tower, that is Raven Hill, where the large giant ravens are. Again, that is Dale you're looking at. It looks like it's getting kind of darker, and I don't know if a storm is coming, so let's hurry up and get our view before that happens. Most of Middle-earth is in the same kind of weather patterns, but different locations will change differently. So like the Shire might have different weather than way over here. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, well, I'm gonna climb back up the rock. So Baruch Kazad. All right, we're back up on top of the rock here. Here's the view I wanted to show you right here on the left. All right, so this is the town. There is Lake Town. The beautiful Lake Town, one of my favorite places. I actually, the Dragonbone Inn is there. I used to sit there during high school, and I would sit in there with the game on, with the music and background sound, and I would sit here and do homework because it was so nice to do homework in Middle-earth instead of just do homework. All right, you can also see the bones of Smog right there. They're real small, I know. I will do a real quick jump down there for you guys, but there is the beautiful view. It is definitely getting darker. I think there's a storm coming in the game. So as you can see, these clouds are coming over. So there's your view though, very beautiful. And again, on the other side of this watery area here is of course Erebor and Dale, which you just saw a moment ago. But I'm gonna go up there anyway. There's actually a stone rune thing you can get up here. It's actually part of a quest. Examine. Haha. So there you go. There's Dale. There's a lonely mountain, Erebor. Over there is Mirkwood over those hills. And there's Lake Town. So there you go. There's that view. So now we are going to travel to Lothlorian. We're not going to go down to Lake Town. We're going to go to Lothlorian now because we don't want to run out of time for this video. Right, guys? We want to keep it moving. Keep it moving. I like to make it fun. If it's something that I feel like I would be still enjoying, that's how I do my videos. Make sure I'm like, well, get a move on, Zollin. Let's go to the next thing. If I don't feel like it's not moving along enough, then I move faster. All right, Lothlorian. Here is the gorgeous Lothlorian. You can hear some of its music. We'll give you a little taste. The beautiful little bird. Oh, you can hear the birds. You hear the birds in the background. Here is the home of Celeborn and Galadriel. And here is Elrohir and Eladin again. But there it is, Lothlorian, in all of its glory. Aye. There's a beautiful shot of the beautiful... It's basically encircled by a rock moat. It follows again a little bit more closely to the books, how Tolkien describes Lothlorien. Little bird flying by. Let's just walk through a little bit, shall we? So there you go. You just see beautiful, gorgeous. You can see a bear right there. You can see a moose right there. There's the river. Some beautiful leaves on the river there. Some reflection of the trees. Isn't that cool? It's fantastic, right? The golden trees, the malin trees, right? Just gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. You can see the floating things in the air we're flying past here. Flowers everywhere. Animals, plants, bugs. Just fantastic, beautiful. It's so cool. An occasional small creature here and there. The shadows are really cool too, the shadow effects. You can see the thing just flew by there. Anyway, it's gorgeous. All right, we're moving on to the next place. So there you go. There's Lothlorian for you. All right, beautiful. So the Mirrormere. All right, we can look at the Mirrormere real quick. In fact, I don't even do my teleport. Let's just use our little fast travel thing here. We're gonna go to the Mirrormere. Lothlorian. I think it's that one we need to go to. Yes. All right, here we are. We are now at the entrance. So Lothlorien is what we just did. We traveled west. There's Lothlorien. You can kind of see its gold trees down there. So here is the Mirrormere. This is the, if you notice, a cool thing about this, now that it's day, I wanted to show you this at the day. You guys remember in the lore that Durin looks at this and sees the crown of stars above his head in daytime. Well, if you look into this lake at daytime, or you know, just fall into the lake, that's something you could do too, but that's not what I wanted to do. So back up on top, you notice you can see the stars, and you can even see the 7 stars. And there's almost like a little joke here, I think. But if you notice, this looks like the Little Dipper, or the Big Dipper. It's actually 7 stars, but I think that might be a joke in the game, because for me, it's definitely the Little Dipper. If you look at it like, it's kind of hard to get with the angle with my camera there, but you can see it, right? Those stars, yeah, you can see it. See the bottom of it and the handle. If I go forward, there's the handle, right? So, but again, Durin saw 7 stars over his head. I don't think he saw the Little Dipper, but I think that might just be kind of a fun joke in there. But as you can see all the stars during the day, and I think that's really a cool effect, because we shouldn't see any star reflections, right? Because it's the daytime and there's clouds. But that was kind of what the lore said. So, but it's a really beautiful spot with the mountains. So I just think it's cool. Thought I'd show you. Here is the opening gate of Moria. So this is a great shot right here, actually. If you can see up at the very tippy top, way up there on the mountain, you can actually see the top of Durin's tower. It's been destroyed thanks to the war between the Balrog and Gandalf. But, and here is the opening of the eastern gate. This is actually the gate that the Battle of Anubu Bazaar, or whatever the big crazy long dwarven name for that battle is. This is actually the side that battle happened on. I think it's the same battle they show, a flashback in The Hobbit, right? Where stuff happens and Thorin's dad loses his head, kind of thing. And then Thorin gets his Oakenshield name. It's also where Dane, I believe Dane got his, or Ironfoot. Dane Ironfoot got his Ironfoot name and his red axe, which is not talked about in the Hobbit movies, but is a thing in the lore and in the Lord of the Rings here. But we're going to move on because we're taking too long. So into the caves, into the mines. Now this is not the way this is the way they came out. So this is the side they came out on after Gandalf had already fallen down this scary descent, right? Over the bridge of Khazad-dûm. All right, so let's get to the bridge of Khazad-dûm. Baruch Khazad. All right, so what we're actually gonna do is I'm gonna ride an automatic ride, which is a little faster here. By the way, I'm High Warden Zollin Ironshield, Lord, meaning leader of our kinship here on Voice of the Rings. If you'd like to join our kinship, you are welcome to. The only criteria I ask is you have to be on the server Crick Hollow, because otherwise you can't join. It's an impossibility. Hopefully in the future there'll be some crossover stuff in this game. And please be a subscriber. That's all I ask. And you can also join our Discord. Again, link will be down there, good for 1 week with this video, and you can go to any of my newest live streams. So here we go. Listen to the fantastic, cool music of Moria. And here we are. This is the great chasm that I'm going to jump off my horse and we're going to go look at. All right, here we go. You can hear this scary music for Sauron, the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. So again, this is where Gandalf fought. We are on the side that Gandalf was standing when he was fighting the Balrog, right? When they're being chased, because they were trying to go out this way, right? We came in the opposite way from the movie, right? Because we're going backwards on our trip here. So as you can see, here is where the bridge broke. All right, and there's a cool thing that I talk about a lot, and I'll just mention this real fast, is that the parts of the bridge are actually at the bottom where the lake is, right? So if I show you this map real quick, the way this map looks is that all these locations are like layered. So think of it like this, but they're like this, okay? So this is actually above the foundations of stone. So the pieces of bridge are actually at the bottom, and you can actually find Gandalf's hat. And then here's the tower, which you can see that tower, the Tower of Durin, the Endless Stair, as it's called, stairs. You can see them all over, all the way until you go to the top where you can actually find the Balrog's corpse and the Tower of Durin. It's really cool. Moria in itself could be a video that I could make, 10-part series. It's so huge, but we're not gonna do that. So we're moving on. Let's go to the next place we were gonna travel to after I said Khazad-dûm. The Holland Gate is really pretty on the other side of Moria, but you'll have to just keep you in suspense, and you'll have to watch one of my other videos for that in the future. We're gonna go to Rivendale because we gotta hurry up. I've got a schedule to keep today for this video. This is more of a taste for you guys for our travel and adventure video. So Rivendale Stables is where I want to go. Travel, thank you so much. Whoop. All right, to Rivendale. So welcome to one of the most beautiful and gorgeous places in Middle-earth. Rivendale. The last homely house. And again, this game has such a different variety of feeling and locations. It is absolutely amazing. All right, so we're gonna go look at the last homely house real quick. We'll walk through Rivendale here for a minute. The sun is now up and glowing and gorgeous. And again, I love the light effects in this game. I love the fact that you can come into this game and it can be daytime when it's nighttime in reality, because there's like 3-hour cycles, 3, 3, 3, 3. I think that's cool. I know I've played some MMOs that are hooked to the time you're at on your server, and I don't really like that, because then, you know, if it's nighttime and you want to play a video game and you want to be exploring in the daytime and you only have time to play at night because maybe you work, I like the fact that this game has day and night cycles a lot faster than our actual ones. Which is actually kind of cool, because you can actually see the time of how old the game is according to their day and night cycles. It's obviously like it's a lot of times faster. So here we go. Here is the last homely house. There's some gorgeous views down here of the rivers. All right, just absolutely beautiful, gorgeous views of the rivers down there. And then you can go up into the mountains, into the Misty Mountains. There's a pass up there. So the last homely house has actually gotten a remake, or excuse me, a makeover, as they called it. It's even got some textures and beauty, and I can already see it's very cool. All right, let's go inside. Again, here's the beautiful outside. Real quick before let's look. This is the best part. Let's look at this real quick. There we go. You can kind of see the gorgeous waterfalls and beautiful water down there. It's just so cool, right? It's so cool. Yeah. Had something running in the background. I realized I had to turn it off. Oh. All right, so the last homely house. Let's go inside real quick, look at it. And then we're going to check out Bree, and then we'll head to the Shire to finish up the video. Oh, wow. This is really beautiful. So I actually have not seen this. This just got updated literally yesterday when I made this video for you guys. Oh, wow. It really did get a makeover. As you can see, a couple other players are here. These are other players. That guy's a Muggles. He's a Muggle hobbit, apparently. Interesting. I guess that might be because of the fad of the new Harry Potter game, right? Wow, this is gorgeous. So pretty much they've redone the textures. They've added a lot of trees and plants. If you've watched my other videos, you can go back and see Rivendale in a different video. Best part about my, videos, it's kind of cool to have like documentaries, right, of the change of the world. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Fantastic. We're not going to explore the whole place, but there are multiple levels, bag ends, beautiful music. Let's just look at the library. Let's look at the library real quick. Library is really pretty. Elrond's library. Wow, yeah, this is really gorgeous. They've really redone the textures, even some of the stones on the floor. Look at the roof. Wow, look at the roof. All right, here we go. Oh, they even changed where it is. This is the library still, right? Oh, they changed the location of the library? They changed it on me. They even redid where the door was. I think this is the library still. Oh, whoa. Oh, interesting. It doesn't load. You just walk in now. Oh, that's cool. Basically, computers are better now, and their system's better, and all their updates. So what they've done is instead of having to load into the room, now you can just open the doors and walk in. So that's way better for open world feel, right? Gorgeous. So here's the library. Here's Elrond's library. Here's Elrond. He's got some missions. Gosh, look at the new texture on that. Ooh, it's so nice and fancy. Again, they're doing graphic updates. All right, moving on. Time to go to Bree. All right, we're going to check out Bree. In fact, I have a fast travel here to Bree, so we're just going to use that instead of using my Mithril coins up. This is fantastic. Thanks for being here, guys, for this video. I hope you're liking it. Don't forget to like the video. Maybe share it. Leave a comment. What's your favorite part again? I appreciate if you were here. If you're here right now still at this part of the video, say, yeah, I made it to that 57-minute mark on the video. And I'll be like, I'm impressed. So here's Bree. I love Bree's music. In fact, I'm going to turn it up slightly because I want to hear it. Come on, I want to hear the music. All right, so welcome to Bree. It's a little bit cloudy over here at Bree. So there's a little bit of a storm here, a little fog in the distance. But this is the south side of Bree. Let me show you the map real quick. So we have Breeland, and we have the town of Bree. So we're right here, this little arrow. We'll walk through real quick. Let's hit up, let's look at, we'll visit the Prancing Pony. We'll go out the left side of Bree, and then we will maybe travel over to, maybe from there we'll just ride to Bag End, because we basically go over Buckleberry Ferry here, and by Buckland, and we'll just ride to the hills, the Shire, because it's really pretty all the way there. So let's get on our horse, and let's start riding. We'll finish up the video with that. A little bit of actual travel here at the end. I just had to cut out a lot of the big travel because I didn't want the video to be much more than an hour. For you hardcore fans who are here for the whole video, I appreciate it greatly. maybe. Again, I know I've said it a couple times, but maybe you want to throw on a subscribe there. If I've earned it, of course. I don't want to push it. You know. I know it's a lot of work to click that button. I understand. Or hit that bell. I get that. I totally, you got to work out those fingers. All right. So we got the beautiful boar fountain here. There's usually a festival area here in the market. There's festivals. Yeah, look at those boars. Don't you want to drink that water now? Don't you? After that? After coming out of a boar's mouth? Yeah, totally. I'm not quite sure why I'm not getting any of my favorite music game. Oh, there it is. All right, so here we are. Here's the Prancing Pony. There's a doggy. There's a little hound dog. All right, let's go into the Prancing Pony here. All right, welcome to the Prancing Pony. Oh, hello. There's some human here. I'm an elf here. It's like, what is that thing? All right. Here's Butterbeer. All right. He's pretty cool. All right, normally he does a voice, but I'm not sure why he's not doing a voice for us. I'm gonna repair my gear. Thank you, sir. Well, you're welcome, Zollin. Hope you're having a great day in Middle-earth. We are for Tolkien Day. We are. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why he's not doing his normal voice when I click on him, but that's okay. No big deal. All right, you got the barber here if you want to change your look. Very beautiful. Little, everyone's happy. We've got some hobbits here. Obviously, we're now close to the Shire, so we got hobbits in Bree Land. In here, we've got the kitchen. And when you go left up here, there's a lot more rooms, and you get to, there's Aragorn's room and Gandalf's room, basically where the hobbits stay, right? Of course, in the movies, they move across, right, to dodge the ring wraiths. So, all right. So let's go ahead and get on I'm going to get on my war steed, which is a little faster than my regular one, my war mount here. And what's happening? Oh, oh, there we are. It's like, where's my horse? What happened to my horse? Look at my horse, isn't it amazing? You're all like, don't even start that meme. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Don't leave. All right, here we go. We're traveling along. So out the west gate of Bree. This is where in the movies that guy gets squished by the ring wraiths. That's not good. This is the Greenway, the beautiful river here going through. The Greenway actually, if you ever heard of the Glass Hammer Band, they do an awesome Tolkien rendition of some songs they made, and one of them is about the Greenway there. They're really good. I think I shared them one time on my my blog playlist here on the channel. I talked about some of my favorite music and bands and groups. So if you want to go find that video on, I think it's on the LOTRO Life playlist, which is my blog playlist here on the channel. It's usually Tolkienish related things, but yeah. My channel is very organized, so all my playlists. So even though I do wide-ranging subjects of Tolkien content and different things in this game and other games, and lore videos and vlogs and interviews and guides and lots of things. This is Aros's camp, little hobbit you help in the story. Again, I'm just going to show you the distance from Bree to Buckland and then to the Shire. That's the goal of this last little part of the video here. And we're going to end at Bag End. Right in the afternoon. It'll be beautiful. A beautiful spot. It's another 5-10 minutes. Yeah, but again, I have everything organized very nicely. So you can check it out. Just go to my homepage. You can see everything is nice there. On the bottom, I have a bunch of other playlists. Excursion playlists for some other games and things. My live streams, all that kind of stuff. One thing, if I'm your hosting guide, right, as a YouTuber here on Lord of the Rings, Voice of the Rings channel, if I'm ever hosting guides on Ironshield, I have to make sure it's convenient for you guys and easy guides, being your host, making it fun, relaxing, enjoy yourself, be happy, glass half full. That's the kind of guy I am. Glass half full. I always try to do that in all my videos. So you're here to relax, enjoy yourself, see Middle Earth, hang out with us, play games, do lore videos, interviews, positivity. That's the goal of my channel, always. It'll always be the goal of my channel. So if you're new, you like the sound of that, you know what to do. All right, so here we are. This is the old forest over to our left. We'll continue our little bit of story there. I gotta do a couple plugs of my channel if you're watching my channel, right? So here we are. This is the bridge. Where remember he says Buckleberry Bridge or whatever. That'll be 20 miles. So this is Buckland, next to the Old Forest. So this is basically actually where Frodo has his house in Crick Hollow. So if you don't know in the lore, this server is called Crick Hollow that I play on. So if you start Lord of the Rings Online, you want to play with us, make sure you go on the server Crick Hollow. There's also some other great servers as well. There's like 5 or 6 really big ones. There's really only like 10 servers, and some of them are European, EU. So you decide where you want to go. But here's some beautiful shots. So that is the Shire on that side. All right, over there. And over here is basically Crick Hollow is right there. So basically it's Frodo's house in the book, if you don't remember in the books. A lot more happens in the books and the movies, right? When they're leaving, it's like 4 or 5 years go by, where in the books it seems like it's only a few days, right? But this is Crick Hollow, so this is our server's namesake, this location. All right, so every server has a name, but this is Crick Hollow. It's very pretty, nice one. This is Freddy Bolger. If you don't remember, it's one of Frodo's good friends. He impersonates Frodo later to kind of help protect Frodo and lives there for a while. That's why he's there. So again, this is beautiful, but we're gonna go across the bridge. Buckleberry Ferry, if you wanna know where that is right over there, right down there. There it is. You can see the ferry right there, and there's a dock, but the ferry's right down there where that little house is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cross the bridge, and we're just gonna run down the main road here, all the way down, and go up to the Shire and to Bag End through Bywater and Hobbiton. All right, Brandywine Bridge, 20 miles. That's what I was thinking of. So there's some gorgeous. So now we're here at the Shire. You get the beautiful Shire music. Oh, some of the best Shire music ever. It's actually a beautiful day, even though it's not sunny and bright because it's kind of like there's a storm right now in the game. You can go see one of my other videos to see when it's sunny and bright. But we're gonna ride through. So just enjoy for the next 2 or 3 minutes. I'm gonna ride through here to the Shire. You can see how big the Shire actually is. They just added the northern part of the Shire, which is called Yonder Shire. I have an entire Spotlight tour playlist. So I have a tour playlist called a LOTRO tour. It's basically me just not talking. Well, I do talk a little bit in it, but you know, I'm your hosting guide, so I'm gonna talk. But I do have videos where I don't talk, where I just show you things, like my ambiance videos. Let's go outside my character here. I like to get different angles. Outside of the character, inside the character's head. Just depends, right? You can hear my horse. You can hear the pretty Shire music. There you go. You got the more northern part of the Shire where the trees are. The forest as in like the pine trees. Mickle delving and stuff where it's kind of like where the Took burrow, right? Where the Tooks live, where Pippin's from. Of course, Pippin becomes the mayor later, right? I think so, right? Or is it Sam? One of them, or I think the Thane or something. Pippin. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, something like that. So this is where the hobbits were returning. Here's a beautiful visual shot. This is Frog Morton, which I'm pretty sure in The Hobbit Bilbo mentions, right? So here is some gorgeous shots of the Shire. Again, we're not going to be able to see all the way because a little bit of fog because it's a storm coming. At least it's not so foggy that you can't see a decent distance. Normally you could see way past with the mountains, but all right, my horse, Mr. Iron Steed or Iron Tail. I forget what I named this horse. Gotta just do a little trot here so we can kind of look around. So up there would be the Took burrow is up there. This is Bywater. So actually, even though this is actually where the Green Dragon is. So this is, if I hover this sign, it says the Green Dragon. So the Green Dragon is actually in Bywater, and Bag End is actually technically above Hobbiton. So they actually walk all the way down to Bywater to see the. But let's just walk. Let's get in the Green Dragon just for a minute here, just to kind of see. So here's the Green Dragon. Since it's our adventure tour playlist here. The Green Dragon. Hello, sir.
Oh, what do you need?
Oh, well, we can't drink today because we're on the job. We'll be back. I don't personally drink at all. I don't drink alcohol, but I do love root beer. My character Zollin likes to drink some good dwarven ale though, or hobbit stuff. All right, here we go. Whee! We're gonna use a different horse. It's a little easier to control the regular horse. The war mount's a little bit choppy sometimes, so it's harder to keep smooth for you guys for the video. He's got sunflowers, and again, it's not a super sunny day here on the Shire, but it's still pretty. This is my favorite kind of weather in real life. I love fog and a little bit of rain, but of course I get a lot of sunshine too here where I live. So I believe this is the Ivy Bush Inn. This is the one. This is Hobbiton, this small town here. Welcome to Hobbiton. It's very beautiful little spot. There's some gorgeous flower beds up here. I'm just gonna show you guys the fields of flowers, and there's butterflies. You can see those little butterflies flying around there. We got another player right there, running around doing stuff, working with the sheep. Got another a couple more players over there. Again, this game is quite populated, and it is growing right now, so it's fun. It's a blast. All right, here's where we're gonna start finishing up, guys. Here's the beautiful river, the Bywater Bridge. The river going down that way. So up there is the party tree. So if I show you right here, I like this spot right here. I like the sound effects. It's cool. I don't know if you guys have noticed too, but there are different sound effects depending on where you're walking in this game. So, grass, right? Wood. You can hear the stepping on the wood. And then the harder path with tiles, right? Really hard path. And then of course if you're walking in water, you sound like water. Marshy mud. Cool, right? Also some really cool effects in the water before we finish up here. Let me just show you. See the water? It's got some cool... I love the water in this game. The water in this game is extremely good. Like, extremely good. I absolutely love the water in this game. Like, it's crazy because it's an older game, but they've been doing so many graphical updates, which is fantastic. But the water has always been like, the water is better than most video games right now. In the year we're making this is for Hobbit, this is Tolkien Reading Day 2023, right? The water is better than most video games that came out this year, so that are like high graphic video games. So it's like funny, and the sky too in this game. It's like really, really good. So here we go. Here's the party tree. So this is some of the farmlands. So you can see the Tuck Burrows over there. Mickle Delving is over there. All right. Over that hill. This is actually, there's Sam's dad. That is the Gaffer. Gaffer Gamgee right there. That's Sam's dad working on the gardens over there. All right. I'm going to hop over this wall. This is the party tree. So this is where a lot of events happen, a lot of fun things. There is an event going on right now for the Spring Festival. We will be doing this on some stuff coming up. But yeah, there it is. And oh, this person's playing a nice little... She's playing a nice little guitar theme there. All right, and we're going to walk up to the top and look at back end to finish up here. So let's get back on our horse a little faster. And again, you guys, thanks so much for joining me for this whole episode. If you watched the whole thing, I really appreciate it a lot. And hope that you enjoyed yourself. And maybe it brought a little bit of happiness to your day, right? A little bit of Tolkien. Everyone needs a little happiness, a little bit of Lord of the Rings in their life, I honestly think. I think Tolkien brought us the father of fantasy. Obviously, so many other games that I enjoy and you all enjoy. And lore and fantasy things where there'd be, you know, Warcraft, D&D, Warhammer, all of those games, right? And so many other things are all thanks to pretty much Tolkien. He kind of brought those things into our circles, right? But here it is. Here is Bag End. Whoa, wow. We've got some music. Here's the beautiful view. Got some pretty flowers. Again, it's a little foggy, so you can't quite see the full distance. But you know what? That's just how it goes. Here's a nice little bird in a bird bath. Hello, cute little bird. Let's see, can I get an angle on it so you can actually look at the bird? There. Oh, there's the bird. There's a pretty little butterfly right there. Let's have a little bird in a little bird bath. All right, and then we'll finish up by, let's look inside Bag End real quick. We're home. We're home at Bag End. Now again, at the time of this video, or the time frame of Bag End right here is basically Frodo's gone. He's on this adventure right now, right? So they haven't done one where they've like updated Bag End with a different instance or a different layer, right? To have seen a different light. But this is their version of Bag End. I will say, I think I prefer, personally, the movie version of Bag End. But this version of Bag End is still really cool. And it does fit the books very closely. But very cool. Got some pictures of hobbits. What do you think? Awen, maybe? I don't know. Would make sense. I'm assuming this is Bilbo. Or a nod at Tolkien. Who knows? Little stylized. We have another reading room here. My hope someday, if our channel ever grows really big, and I have the ability to do this, I'm going to make a replica of Bag End. And I think I'll replicate it off the movie version, because that's the more iconic, everyone knows it, and I like how it is. But I would love to do that. I'm going to slightly scale it up, maybe a foot or so. This is as far as you can go, because technically at this part of the story of Bag End, So as you can see, if I show you them, you can't go to this half, but that's pretty much all the iconic spots. Basically, you know, what's her name? The Sackville Bagginses are moving stuff out and things, but that doesn't really matter later, right? So, but yeah, my goal is someday I'd love to build a replica of Bagan. That'd be so fun. I'll have you guys come visit. My subscribers can all come visit. Be super cool. But I would love to do that, like an exact replica on the inside. And then, of course, the only thing we will have plumbing and we will have actual lights, though. That is something, because I have to make videos. But again, Backend's so big, as you can see. The ones in the movie, they only show us like 4 or 5 rooms. And Backend has like, I think Tolkien says like, there's like 14 rooms or something. It's huge. It's fantastic. I could have 4 guest rooms or something. I could have like 2 offices. I could have a collection room for all my armor back here and replicas and be awesome. Okay, anyway, we're done. I'm done, you know, dreams for the future, right? Dreams. Might never happen, but you know what? I'm blessed right now. I have a great channel. I've got some cool stuff. I've got great subscribers, great Patreons. You guys are all the best. Thanks for watching today. This is the back of the trees back here. And this is basically his tree that's above his house. And that's it. That is the Shire. And we're home. We've made it full circle of the whole area. Really cool. And then again, if you look, there's the Shire. You can now go to yonder Shire, which is up here to the north. It's a huge area as well. You can see we're actually down here somewhere. And we didn't even look at Ered Luin, one of my favorite places. Evandin, one of my other favorite places. Again, I have tour episodes on the channel, all that kind of stuff. You can check them all out. I hope you all have a great and wonderful day in Middle-earth. Zollin, wave bye to everybody. All right. All right, see you guys. Thanks so much. Again, thank you to my Patreons for their support. Thank you, Skumley, for being a Royal Guard. I appreciate that. Subscribe button's there, guys. If I did earn it, you enjoyed this, you were here the whole time, you're amazing. Also the link 1 week down there for the Discord if you want to join our Discord and get in the community like that. Next episode will be up there. Got another my main playlist, a LOTRO Tale, where I do voiceovers through the series over there, which is kind of my main reason I started the channel. But now we've branched out to pretty much everything Lord of the Rings and Tolkien. And again, go check out everybody else's stuff. This collaboration playlist for Tolkien Reading Day, you guys. What a happy and awesome day it has been. And I'm always excited to do anything that's Lord of the Rings related. So it's super cool to have this community where we can do this. So I'm going to sit up here by this little table to finish up. Here we go. This is my finish up here. And I'm actually going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fly a kite to finish the, yeah, we're going to fly a kite. Where's my kite? Let me go to my collection here. Where's my kite? I know I have a kite. All right. There we go. All right, and we're gonna fly the beautiful swan kite. There we go. It's flying a kite. Just gonna fly a kite here in the Shire to finish it up. All right, you guys. Again, have a great day in Middle-earth. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the Tolkien Reading Day. Enjoy everyone else's videos too. Thanks for watching my whole video, and I'll see you all in the next episodes of Voice of the Rings. Baruch Kazan Kuzar I meant you. Stay happy, my friends. See you in the next one.